Even though White House envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner met with their Russian counterparts yesterday, including Vladimir Putin, to discuss a peace plan for Ukraine, few Ukrainians are actually holding their breath. Instead, they're digging in further, coming up with new tactics and especially new technologies to help their efforts against a Russian enemy that so far has shown no sign of wanting peace. Our chief foreign correspondent Pannell reports now from Ukraine.
While world leaders talk peace, Ukrainians are dying. Killed in Russian attacks that come from the skies. Thousands of drones and missiles have been fired into civilian cities, and every night they come again. And again.
Hello?
What began as a land assault with artillery rockets and tanks almost 4 years ago has now become a deadly high-tech battle fought with missiles, drones and land robots.
Vladimir.
We met Volodymyr at what's left of his home in Kharkiv. His house was struck by a Russian drone last week. The roof collapsed, killing his wife Irina, leaving Volodymyr and his 2 children homeless and heartbroken. The chair where she'd been sitting marks the spot where she died. Irina had been receiving cancer treatment. She'd been responding well when she was killed. Volodymyr shows us shrapnel marks on the house from a second drone. It killed a neighbour. Like most Ukrainians in the east, Volodymyr is a native Russian speaker. One of Putin's justifications for this war is to supposedly liberate native ethnic Russians like him from persecution. Despite his loss, Volodymyr is uncompromising, saying if Ukraine hands over territory, Russia will simply be encouraged to take more.
И оказывается, что нас надо освобождать от чего? То есть меня от моего дома, от моей жены, детей от матери.
President Trump came to office promising to end the war in 24 hours. To date, all attempts to get a peace agreement have failed.
We're getting very close to a deal. We'll find out. I thought that one would have been gone quicker.
Now his team pushing for a settlement with shuttle diplomacy from Miami to Moscow. But the latest Kremlin meeting this week failed to reach a compromise deal on Ukraine. Few here expected a breakthrough. The question for Ukraine, can it hold on without a deal? We drove through the fog and mud in eastern Ukraine to get a glimpse of a battle that's changed the face of modern warfare. This dugout is home to a small unit of drone interceptors, living here for weeks at a time, keeping watch.
He's got a screen here with a radar, what looks like a radar. It's protected by the military, so we can't show you the screen, but you can clearly see Russian drones up in the sky, about 50 kilometers, so say just over 30 miles away, and you can see the trajectory, you can see where they're heading, and see what kind of threat it represents to Ukraine's military and Ukrainian civilians.
This is what they launch to bring down the drones. They're cheap and Ukrainian-made. They fly constant interceptions, but Russia's launching sometimes 600 drones a night.
When there are 600 drones, how can you stop them?
We do our best.
You do your best.
Russia is slowly advancing on the battlefield, albeit at huge cost. And the proliferation of attack drones has made it almost suicidal for Ukraine to send men and trucks to assist units on the front line. Partia Brigade in Kharkiv is revolutionising how this war is fought. A new army of unmanned land robots ferrying ammunition and supplies through the kill zone. This secret workshop feels like a cross between a guerrilla base and a high-tech startup. Even the troops here are a mix of scientists, engineers, mathematicians and IT experts.
What you're witnessing is a revolution in warfare. This is actually a ground drone. It's an unmanned ground vehicle. This is another one. And both of these vehicles are going to be deployed tonight to take important logistics, food, ammunition, water supplies to soldiers on the front line.
We do 1 or 2 trips.
Later, from another secret location, we watch an operation to deliver supplies to the front near Kharkiv. Ukrainian soldiers hurriedly offload the drone. And the pilot, around 15 miles away, steers the robot through the last deadly few miles.
How important is this technology now in the battle?
Well, I think it's super important, especially for a country that has less of everything, manpower, resources.
I try to do everything by myself.
Vitaly is a victim of this new drone warfare. He was fighting on the front line in the east when he was hit by a Russian drone.
This is my right foot.
We met him with his wife, Julia. He lost both his legs.
In the last second, I just jumped away from the drone, but it was very close to me, maybe 1 or 2 meters. So this is the new type of war, and the world must know that it's not how they used to
How they used to fight wars.
Yes.
It's totally changed, right?
Totally changed, totally changed.
Julia's been by his side throughout long months of recovery.
What does this do to a relationship going through this?
I don't know, it's like your relations grow up in some higher level, and it's like, I don't know, you
More
feel,
trust.
you feel person in the
More, yes, feeling that she is the right person that I chose lots of time ago.
You've obviously made an enormous sacrifice, the pair of you, for this war effort. And yet now Ukraine is being asked to make further sacrifices, to give up land, to reduce the size of its army.
We are not going to do that.
You wouldn't accept it?
No. How we can accept it? Because, okay, even if we say that we're going through the agreement, we are losing these territories, but this is will not stop Russia. You understand it? This is will not stop Russia.
Last week, another victim of this war was buried. John James Witherspoon, a young American volunteer from Michigan. He was killed fighting for Ukraine.
He said that he was there to defend the freedom, sovereignty, and ancestral lands of innocent people.
America stood by Ukraine throughout this war. Many here worry for how much longer. Until either side accepts that they're going to lose, or more likely, that they cannot win, then the chances of peace look remote. And only one thing is guaranteed for now, that every night the drones and missiles will fly, and every night Ukrainians will die in their beds.
Ian Pannell, thank you so much.